Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brianna and today I'm doing a Q&A. I asked over on Instagram and got loads of questions, and there's just, I feel like, so much to fill you in on as far as what's going on, so many life updates. So I'm gonna dive into one of the most popular questions, and that is toilet paper over or under? I'm joking, it wasn't one of the most popular, but it made me smile. I would say over, but what about you guys? Do you put your toilet paper over or under? Let me know in the comments. I do over. The next question, I've been getting this a ton though, is will you do a decorate with me for fall video? Yes, I've already filmed it. And another question was like, when is it going to come out? I am not sure yet. We just have so much going on with the move here, which I'll kind of go into what's happening with all of that in this video too. But I will be getting it up, but just have your notifications turned on so that you don't miss it. Next question was, what are your favorite snacks at Disney World? Water cups. I'm just kidding, I love the Dole Whip. Have you ever been to Disneyland? Yes, so I've been to Disneyland 3 times. We went when Landon was only 8 months old, and then we went for my 30th birthday when Presley was about 6 months old, and then we did another trip when I was closer to Tara Henderson. Are you traveling to Disney for the 50th? I would absolutely love to, but we will see. Is there going to be a Hawaii baby number 4? As of right now, I just kind of want to enjoy being a mom of 3. There has been a lot that's just been really overwhelming. There's a lot of changes, and I think I just kind of want to be content with where everything is going at the moment. What are your favorite baby names that you didn't use? So favorite girl names, if Landon was going to be a girl, he was going to be Lydia. Boy names, if Presley was going to be a boy, she was going to be Paxton. It's kind of funny, we like knew the initials, I think, for all of them. And then Hayden, it was either Hayden Charles or it was going to be Hayden Rosalina if he was a girl. So we knew it was going to be Hayden either way. But I think Hayden Charles, it just fits him so perfectly, and he's exactly who he's meant to be. And on that note, were you disappointed that Hayden wasn't a girl? I was not disappointed in the slightest. I think it was actually one of the coolest things to be surprised with his birth. A lot of family members though were like wanting him to be a girl because of just then like Presley and him would have been like closer in age, right? So I think it's like, oh, they're buddies. But to me, like Landon and Presley are so close, right? So I don't really think it matters boy or girl. I think it's just like cool to see all their personalities and see them all be friends together. And again, I mean, who knows? Maybe there will be a 4th and there will be a girl to round things out. I think I was surprised because of the dream I had with my dad where he told me it was going to be a girl, and when I shared that, so many people said like, oh, it's for sure a girl. Like if your dad told you in a dream it's a girl, but I don't know. Again, it was just a dream, so. And we're gonna have a quick word from today's video sponsor. My Thrive Market order just got here, so I'm gonna do a little haul because I know you guys like to see anytime I do a grocery haul on my channel. But a huge thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. I love shopping at Thrive, guys, because I like trying to find organic products for our family, and I just can always get them at the best prices on Thrive. So these are my favorite tortilla chips ever. They're so good. I love this grain-free granola and the Purely Elizabeth collagen protein oats. Those are like my favorite breakfast. I got some cereal for Hayden, a bunch of snacks for the kids. Like we love the Annie brand snacks, and like these are their all-stars and macaroni and cheese. Some puffs for Hayden. Hayden's like organic baby food and organic snacks. Adam's favorite things, he loves these Smart Sweets, and I can, like, again, I get everything at the best prices on Thrive. He likes the beef jerky too. I also just got a couple of staples like pasta and tacos and chili. And for fall, I'm so excited. I got their organic pumpkins so I can make some pumpkin spice lattes and some other like pumpkin desserts. Organic applesauce for the kids. So that's what I love about Thrive, is that I can find a variety of foods that are healthy for my family, that make me feel really good when I eat them, but I also feel really good purchasing from Thrive Market because for every membership, they donate a membership to a low-income family. So I love the fact that regardless of circumstance, they're making sure that families are eating healthy foods and have access to healthy foods. And every order over $49 ships free, and it's all in like environmentally conscious packaging, if I could talk. So I just love the fact that like all around I'm ordering groceries from a company that feels really good. It makes it super convenient for me because it shows up right on my doorstep. Easy peasy. And there's a monthly membership or an annual membership. If you use the link down in my description box below, you're gonna get 25% off of your first order plus a free gift. So make sure you check out Thrive Market. Does the Delta variant make you nervous for your kids? Yes, I have a lot of anxiety around it. And yeah, I'm trying to like not let myself go back into the place that I was for a while. This question kind of pertains to that. Are you doing okay mentally or are you struggling? Thank you for asking. I'm okay. I've been doing a lot of work. There has been a lot of things that I have been working through and feelings I needed to feel and emotions that I needed to release that I had been bottling up for years. And so I'm getting better, but I also am recognizing the fact that I think I really just need some rest. And if you're a workaholic and you've ever really thought about why you are, it's probably because you want to be really busy to try to not feel the pain or not let your thoughts go to hard or dark places. And as I've worked through my stuff, I do know I need to rest. And I think there's been kind of an extra weight on my shoulders just this year. Once Adam kind of moved over to like help with my business, and we've tried it out and it wasn't like horrible or anything like that. And Adam and I are actually doing really, really good. But we've come to the conclusion that like we need our own separate businesses. We need like our own separate things to do. And I think it's good. Like we tried it out, we learned the lesson, and I think, you know, it kind of is giving me a little bit of a feeling like, okay, I can actually maybe get some rest or take a little break, because quite honestly, it hasn't felt that way because of this. Because obviously like YouTube and my business is how I'm supporting our family, right? And that's been a lot, and I think it took away from some of the fun and the creativity that I always felt with YouTube, of it just being such a great outlet for me. So lesson is learned. So if anybody's looking for an amazing marketing consultant, Adam's your guy. Putting that out there. And yeah, I think I just need to be a little bit more loving towards myself and take care of myself a little bit more and allow myself to have some rest and take a little bit of a break. Not that it's happening like right away, but you know what I mean? It's like I'm kind of like, okay, I feel like that's the place I'm moving to. So yeah. What's actually going on with your Ohio house and Hawaii house? Are you selling the Ohio house, and what are you doing with all of your decor? So this summer we had a ton of renovations happening at the Hawaii house, and it just kind of worked out perfectly. Again, this is where I'm like, the Lord always has a plan, and his timing, you have to trust it. Because had I been all like, oh no, I'm moving right into the house, we wouldn't have gotten the renovations done, and then we wouldn't have been able to come back here and spend time with loved ones that we have here that we didn't get to see for so long because of the entire like last year, right? So I feel like I'm just so thankful for this summer, and I knew going into this summer I just was not in a place mentally or energy wise, like I just didn't have the energy from also Hayden not sleeping till nearly he was 6 months old when we came back here, to, you know, actually go through a move of this house and like the declutter of this house that is actually going to need to happen, that will be happening. We know like we will be selling this house. We weren't just going to do it this summer though. And we're going to be coming back then this fall for Adam's sister's wedding, and we want to come back to spend Christmas. That's like one of the things we said is like, okay, we're going to move to Hawaii. We want to try to come back at least 2 times a year in like the summer and holiday time. And obviously then the kids aren't in school to see and spend time with family and loved ones here. So I think we're probably going to be figuring out then like this fall and or Christmas time, probably both, what exactly we're going to be doing as far as like what I'm going to do with all the decor in this house and all that. This question made me laugh too. Is it natural for you to smile while cleaning? I see you smiling in your cleaning videos. It's probably because I'm usually on the phone talking to a friend, so I might be like laughing or smiling while we're chatting. I feel like that's kind of what, to me, like is one of the cool things about Clean With Me videos, because then it feels like you're cleaning with a girlfriend and you're not alone doing like cleaning by yourself and like feeling isolated. So that's normally what I do when I'm cleaning, is I like call my friends to try to like have some company while I do it. So I'm probably laughing because of that, or I swear to God, you guys don't see this because it always gets edited out of the videos, but Adam is like magnetized when I'm filming. He will walk right in front of the camera and just like stand there talking to me, and I'm like, hey dude, like, you know, I'm filming, you're standing right in front of the camera. Maybe this is one of the reasons why we realized we need to have our own separate businesses. I'm totally kidding. But he'll usually do that, and then we'll be like laughing, and he'll kind of like stand off to the side and like talk to me and joke too. So that's probably why I'm smiling while cleaning. I also do just enjoy cleaning. Like I would not have so much fun making my livelihood be making cleaning videos if I didn't actually enjoy cleaning, right? So what do you do when you have anxiety to start cleaning? I totally get this. So I actually made a like 7 things you can clean every day that is so fast and easy. And instead of it being like a lot of my extreme cleaning videos, I get it, like those can feel overwhelming, I'm sure, when it's like, oh my gosh, this is sped up and it was cleaning all day and it's these super deep cleans. So I timed my like everyday fast and easy cleaning routine. It took me 28 minutes. I think for a lot of people though, it could probably be a lot faster. I also had a ton of dishes that day. So I think the video itself was like 28 minutes for me to do this everyday routine, which like when you actually just get up and spend those 28 minutes cleaning and your house is pretty much back in order, again, like not perfect, but back in order so that you like feel good and don't have like as much of the mental overload, I feel like it's very manageable. So check out that video, and I think it will really help you if you're ever like too anxious to actually start cleaning. Advice for postpartum weight loss. Okay. I have a lot of thoughts around this. And first and foremost is your body is absolutely amazing. The number on the scale has nothing to do with your worth. And you spent 9 months making a beautiful human, and you're a beautiful human yourself. And your body looks perfect the way it is at all points of your pregnancy, after birth, all days postpartum. Your body looks absolutely amazing. And so I want you to do whatever you need to do to give your body rest, because again, it just went through so much over 9 months and then labor. And you know, if you're attempting to breastfeed, that's a whole nother physical endeavor that, you know, you're putting your body through. And then just the mental load of motherhood and all the thoughts that you have about taking care of your baby. It is a lot. It's a lot. So I want you to focus on taking care of yourself. That's resting, eating really nourishing foods, doing things that you love, staying connected to friends, to family, and really utilizing your village. Like my number one newborn advice for anyone is accept all of the help and ask for even more help. Don't think that you need to do things alone, and don't ever, ever, ever feel like you're isolated. Like it is so important to call on your village. There's so many people who want to help, but maybe just to hear you ask for help. And then as soon as you ask, they're like, so they're ready and willing for you. So if anybody offers the help, accept it, and then be sure to ask for the help, because there's people out there who like hear it and they want to help you, but they just like need to be heard, or they need to hear you say it. Excuse me. They need to hear you say it. So please promise me that. And I think this is all just like very, very triggering for me as somebody who's an eating disorder survivor, because I can 100% feel that pressure of, I know what I weighed before I had this baby. Like, how do I get back down to it? Or am I ever gonna wear a bikini again? All of those thoughts, like I totally get it. As much as I've, you know, moved to a much better place where I would say I'm like in recovery or recovered, like depending on what type of language, there's two camps. I feel like you can either say you're recovered or you're in recovery. I think I prefer in recovery. Here nor there though. You should only be focused on making yourself the healthiest and happiest mama that you possibly can be for yourself, and then for your baby, for the rest of your family. There was another question actually too. Let me read what it actually said, because it was related to this. Here it is. I'm really struggling with body positivity. Do you have any advice? Yes. I have two things that I feel like really helped me when it came to this, and breaking the cycle in my brain of every time I would look in the mirror, like focusing on certain parts of my body and being like, oh my God, I hate my inner thighs. Like this like whole culture around needing a thigh gap, right? And what I needed to start doing was touching my body on those parts, right? And I started moving on to like other parts of my body too, like my arms. Like I'll just use an example, like I love my arms. Arms, I love you. Like feel them and say it to your body. Say that you love it. And then one step further, thank that body part for something that it's done. So like arms, thank you so much for carrying my babies every single day. Thank you so much for allowing me to pick up my baby. And if you do that for days and then weeks and then months, it helps disrupt that negative thought pattern that's, you know, been ingrained in your brain, where every time you look in the mirror, you're thinking the negative things. You start thinking the positive things when you look in the mirror. I promise you, like if you do it, you will start noticing like, wow, my brain actually is changing the way that I was thinking about myself in the past. And then the second thing that I've done is a lot of times I'll be trying on clothes and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this like looks a certain way, and it can be really triggering, right? And you can think like, oh, I need to lose weight so that this looks better on me. And I have thrown that out the window. It is no longer, oh, I need my body to look a certain way to fit these clothes. It's nope, I'm only going to wear clothes that fit my body. I'm only going to wear clothes that make me feel confident and make me feel good and make me feel comfortable. And if something doesn't, I return it or don't wear it anymore, donate it. I feel like it's like the next level of KonMariing, right? If it doesn't make me feel good or confident or comfortable, I am not wearing it anymore. It's gone. And I think like that was something really important for me too, when it came to just like how I feel about my body and how I love my body and how I'm just like accepting my body for what it is right now. But I know it's really hard. So I'm just like giving you the biggest hug in the world, and I don't want you to feel alone if you're still struggling in any way, shape, or form with whether it's an eating disorder or your body image. Every single person out there, I think at some point has felt a little bit insecure about something, or maybe dealt with some level of eating disorder. It's actually funny with the Olympics on, Adam and I were talking about this, about how like just different sports, and even for men, like I think, you know, obviously women have a much higher rate of having eating disorders, but it's even in some sports, like 1/3 of, I think it was like wrestlers, swimmers, divers, bodybuilders suffer from eating disorders too. And so, yeah, so I think it's something that not only women go through as well when it comes to like the thoughts that we have about our bodies and our minds. So you're not alone. If you ever need a prayer, you know, you just ask me down in the comments below. How is breastfeeding going? I'm struggling over here. Oh my God, don't feel alone. Breastfeeding has always been such a struggle for me. Oh my gosh, such a struggle. Especially pumping. That is just always something that is so hard. So you didn't really share what your struggle was. So I'm just gonna say for anybody listening, you know, if you are pregnant or just struggling with like breastfeeding, pumping, the LV, I am not kidding you. Like I wish I would have had that with my first two kids. It has just been game changing and took so much of a mental load off of me of having to worry about like, where can I find an outlet? Where can I find a private place to pump? Because literally all I have to do is like go into a bathroom, put the LV in my bra, and then I can walk around. And then of course I still have to worry about like washing it and, you know, if I'm saving my milk or whatever, all of that. But it just, it like decreases the mental load, if that makes sense, by like 50% at least. Or like before when I would have my day scheduled, it was like, okay, how much earlier will I have to get to the airport so that I can go to the pumping room at the airport? Or, you know, what meetings am I gonna have to like in advance let them know like, hey, I'm either gonna be late to this, or hey, I'm gonna have to step out of this. So LV has just made a world of difference. But I would just say if you're really struggling, try to speak to whether it's like a lactation consultant or like get a referral for a lactation support group in your community. Like OBs always know like which ones are available in communities, or if there's any like really good online ones happening. And I think it's just so helpful to get that support so that you don't feel alone, and you can like express what you're struggling with, and people can share what's worked for them, and experts can give you advice for what's worked for them too. How are you and Adam's marriage doing? You've been very open about your marriage counseling. Yes, so I'll continue to be open about it. We worked with a marriage coach for the last 6 months, and it was actually amazing the way the coaching worked. It was a husband and wife team, so it was really helpful. We had like one-on-ones where it was just like me or just Adam, and then we had couple sessions where it was me and Adam, and I feel like it was so good for us. Like I feel like we're in a very like different place than we ever have been. Like we've grown individually and then grown together and have like a different level of respect for each other, and I'm feeling really positive and optimistic about just like everything. I think especially because the Hawaii move too. Which, okay, I've gotten so many questions like, are you excited for Hawaii? What are you going to be sharing about Hawaii? So I am so excited. I can't wait. I'm like very excited. Decorating videos, you guys know, are like my favorite. So I'm just excited to make this house into a home in Hawaii and have this like new journey and this new chapter of our lives there. And I think like people have asked like, oh, aren't you sad to leave Ohio? And I still love Ohio. Like just because we're moving to Hawaii doesn't mean that I don't love Ohio and that I don't love people here. It's not like I'm like, screw you, I'm never coming back, never talking to you again. Like that's not it at all. Like it's, I think, just the beauty of living in a country where there's free choices, and we did a lot of evaluating and reflecting, and this just is the right choice for our family. And it's okay if it's not the right choice for anyone else, right? It's what works for us, and we're really excited about it. So yeah, so I will be making videos once we're there, and I want to share like decorating, and there's already been some really cool updates and renovations going on that I can't wait to share with you either. So all that will be coming soon. Will there be a new cookbook? That is definitely something that's like on my mind. I'll let you know. What are your long-term goals? Long-term goals, I just want to keep making choices that will help me be happy, and I want to continue being creative because that's such a outlet for me, and I just know it's like good for my soul. It's like good for my feelings when I get to be creative and express myself through my creativity. And I think, you know, part of that is expressing myself through like my decorating and helping other people. I think that's always been something really important to me, no matter what kind of line of work I've been in, is helping other people. And I think just, you know, continuing with my businesses and investing in businesses where like kind of the phrase is like make your money work for you instead of you exchanging your time for money, just so I can have more time with my family and with the people that I love. What advice would you give to your younger self? I would tell my younger self to go to therapy and get all of the help that you need, and express all of those emotions and feelings that you had bottled up for a really, really long time. And really learn to love yourself, and really learn who you are, and reflect on what you want and what you like to do and what you enjoy, so that way your partner and your kids and everyone in the future can just like feel then the self-love that you're radiating, and that you're able to have a full cup that you can pour into other people too. That's what I would tell my younger self. Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Thank you so much for being here today on my channel, and I hope if you're not already subscribed that you subscribe and just enjoy the fall decorate with me that's going to be coming up, and all of the homemaking videos that I'm going to be doing in Hawaii. And there'll always of course be cleaning and organizing. That's just part of being a mom and being a homemaker, so all of that will be coming up soon. But again, I'm so appreciative to have you here, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye, loves. And I'm so grateful to get to work with brands so that I can keep making videos and doing what I love and support my family. So thank you again to Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video, and I will have Thrive Market linked down in my description box below so that you can try it out for yourself.